Welcome to the 9 News Prep Rally.
Good morning, everyone. Slowly but surely, we're getting new information about the return to play plan. Softball and boys tennis join boys golf as the first 3 sports approved for this fall. Still no word on the final 26 sports for the rest of the year. Meanwhile, a Cherry Creek graduate and his current college teammate, they traveled 1,000 miles on rollerblades for a cause. Here are the men in blades.
1,000 miles. It's often used as hyperbole, but for these two best friends, it was a fundraising goal.
Right here, we had this on the RV the whole time. It says caution, fundraiser in progress.
Jake Atkins and Andy Walker. They call themselves the Men in Blades.
And then, as you can see, the Men in Black inspired logo that we have with Andy and I wearing suits with rollerblades on.
The Cherry Creek grad said it took months of preparation.
I can't even believe that it's so surreal that we pulled it off, and now it's all over, everything we worked for all summer.
The UMass hockey players needed to stay active this summer and also felt a calling to give back. They set out to rollerblade from Massachusetts to Andy's home in Michigan. But to where would their funds go?
Jake and I were both touched by cancer through family, friends, and it was a very emotional moment for us once we picked American Cancer Society. But we chose American Cancer Society particularly during COVID.
The American Cancer Society has a really good quote, and it says, "Cancer hasn't stopped, so neither are we."
They used that slogan to push through the hard times throughout the journey.
We knew it was going to be hard physically, but we didn't really realize that it was going to be as mentally draining as it was, and not only that, but that it was going to take more than just us two to do it.
It was a whole team behind the Men in Blades, but when it came down to the final stretch, it was up to Jake and Andy to push each other.
Home stretch, boys, home stretch.
There were a lot of times during the trip where we looked at each other and we're like, I don't know if I can do this. And when one of us said that, the other one's like, we have to.
It really did bring tears to our eyes. We kind of collapsed in the front lawn. We knew we made it, and we knew once the journey began that quitting was not an option. Just reassured our love for each other and our determination together, how we kind of share that mindset.
More news from Cherry Creek. Bruins tight end Gunnar Helm commits to Texas this week. Helm is the 11th ranked player in Colorado and picked the Longhorns over Auburn, Wisconsin, Iowa, and UCLA. We'd love to see where all of you are committing to play next year, and you could do that right here on 9 News, live on the Prep Rally. Hit us up at sports@9news.com or find us on social media.